Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my video. Topic today is North Dakota AG. Poll workers cannot demand. Some poll workers in North Dakota who created confusion and frustration during the spring primary by allegedly to demanding proof of U.S. citizenship, particularly from immigrants and people of color, had no power to do so, the state attorney general said. Attorney General Drew Reckley said in a 5-page document released last Wednesday that North Dakota law does not require a power to provide document of citizenship in order to cast a ballot. Every voter is asked if they are a citizen, and if the answer is yes, they shall be allowed to vote provided they have proper ID, Reckley said. There are legislative provisions that could alter this legal structure in North Dakota is enacted by a future legislative assembly, but they are not yet before me, Reckley wrote. Many of the primary voting complaints were lodged in Fargo, which is the state's largest black population and has resettled about 75% of the state refugees. Most of them are from Bosnia, Somalia, and Iraq. Voting rights activists like Amy Jacobson call Reckley's opinion a step in the right direction, but are not sure if poll workers and others could the message. Cass County, where Fargo is located, just completed 2 days of training for voting site volunteers. We are cautiously optimistic, said Jacobson, Executive Director of Reaction ND. We have also heard that there has been some pushback from a few people attending the training who are upset about the process. Cass County State Attorney Pete Burdick, who sent a letter in July asking for Reckley's opinion, essentially delivered the same information on the citizenship question to poll trainees on Thursday and Wednesday. Before the Attorney General filed his opinion, Burdick said he heard several concerns from people. Over the 2 days of training, there were lots of questions about the basis for the legal advice I provided on the topic. Burdick said, in the last season, one worker flat out told me I was wrong. North Dakota does not have voter registration. Acceptable ID for voting include a North Dakota driver's license, a North Dakota non-driver identification card, a tribal government-issued identification, or a long-term care facility certificate. The ID must provide a legal name, date of birth, and current address. If any of that information is inaccurate or out of date, a person can provide supplemental documentation such as current utility bills, bank statement or paycheck to even if they cannot verify that people can file a provisional ballot, obtain the proper to ID, and have it approved by a canvassing board, Cass County Election Administrator Murray said. I believe the confusion has now been clarified by the State Attorney General, Nash said, adding that the expect plain sailing on election day if everyone comes prepared. Sevis Kinder Eskinder, a black woman from Fargo who was born and raised in the Minneapolis area, was rejected at one polling site in the spring primary after showing her real ID card. She said she's not too super confident that consistent change will make it easier for people of color to vote. These people who made it hard to vote in the first place will likely still be there, and I am not certain the training will be generous enough, said as Kinder, a teacher and artist. I am planning to vote in person again, but I am worried of a repeat of the last time, not just for myself but for others too. Jacobson, who along with representatives from the American Civil Liberties Union and other group monitored the polling, said in the spring site she's happy with the Berkeley's opinion, but that fake he waited until 2 weeks before the election might not be enough to doubt the chilling effect resulting from the primary. She said while the citizenship confusion was the most widespread issue, there were reports of non-English speaking voters also being denied the right to legal assistance. An ad hoc group that has been established since the June election has been helping new residents with voting recruitment and has established a lawyer hotline. Jacobson said, and the many of the primary voting complaints were lodged in Fargo, which has the state's largest black population and has resettled about 75% of the state refugees, to most of whom are from Bhutan, Bosnia, Somalia, and Iraq. Voting right-like activities like Amy Jacobson called Berkeley's opinion a step in the right direction, but are not sure if poll workers and others could the message. We are cautiously optimistic, said Jacobson, executive director of Primary Action, and we have also heard that there has been some pushback from a few people attending the training who are upset about the process. Attorney General Drew Berkeley said in a 5-page document released last Wednesday that North Dakota law does not require a voter to provide document of citizenship in order to cast a ballot. Every voter is asked if they are a citizen, and if they answer yes, they should be allowed to vote provided they have proper ID, Berkeley said. Cass County State Attorney Bridge to Bartik, who sent a letter in July asking for Berkeley opinion, essentially delivered the same information on the citizenship question to poll trainers on Thursday and Wednesday before the Attorney General filed his opinion. Bartik said they had several concerns from people. North Dakota does not have voter registration as a acceptable ID for voting include a North Dakota driver's license, a North Dakota non-driver identification card, a tribal government-issued identification, or a long-term care facility certificate. I believe the confusion has now been clarified by the State Attorney General, Nasheed, adding that the aspect plain sailing on election day if everyone comes to prepare. Sabina Skinder, a black woman from Fargo who was to boom and raised in the Minneapolis area, was rejected at one polling site in the spring primary. After showing a real ID card, she said she's not super confident that consistent change will make it easier for people of color to vote. and established a lawyer hotline. Check up soon to say.